just to be again.
Daddy, 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 hurry, I saw something scurry.
Son, what's all this screaming for? You're gonna wake the neighbors next door.
Daddy, I think there's a spider on my floor. Is it? And will you squish it?
These terrifying drawings are done by a girl who has an imaginary friend named Lisa, and you won't believe what they reveal. This first one shows her and Lisa, who's unusually tall, dressed in all white, covered in red, and has red eyes. It says, "Today I tried to plant a flower in the yard. I tried to plant it by the sandbox, but Lisa said that's where her daddy is sleeping, so I planted it in a cup of dirt." The next one shows the girl going to school with Lisa, and her teacher, Mrs. Monroe, is getting angry because she can't see Lisa. Then Mrs. Monroe disappears. After school, the girl and Lisa end up going on a long walk. But when they come home, the drawing says, "Daddy got really mad and said Lisa is stupid and fake. Lisa got sad and disappeared." And this is where it all goes wrong. The girl's dad seems to have also disappeared. And we finally find out what's been going on in the last drawing. It says, "Lisa came back yesterday. She said sorry for leaving and I told her my dad won't come home. Lisa said Mrs. Monroe and him are sleeping like her dad. I hope they wake up soon."
Mr. and Mrs. Thorne, thanks for coming in. This is never easy, but we do have to expel your child from the school. Yeah, we have a really strict no scary drawings policy now. It is a thing. Sure, I have examples. Here's one. Not too bad? How many people live in your home? Great. Want to tell me who that is then? Oh, it's Abigail, the little girl from the 1920s who lives in the attic and is always cold. Do you hear yourself? Do you? Here's one I don't care for. Oh, it's just another student? I think I'd remember a 12-foot scarecrow with hair to her ankles, but okay. Here's a big red flag. I don't think that's a thought bubble. I don't know what it is, but the thing is I don't want to know. Oh, here's actually my least favorite. Yeah, not too bad. We don't have oil paints. And she did 40 of the same image. So. The assignment, by the way, for that one was draw something you love. The assignment for this was draw a perfect day. This may be my fault, but I asked all the kids to fill in their family tree. She sure did. I feel the most bad for the nanny. I don't have to be there. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. It's actually pretty sweet. It's a heart. See, this is what I'm talking about. Thank you. It's so nice. Thank you. You do have to go. This is great. What is that, a ruler? I'm being impaled with a ruler? That's, oh my, great shading. You have to go, though. Thank you so much. It was very nice to know you. I'll put it up. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up everywhere. Right now? I'll put it up right now. No, I know that that's you. I understand. Oh no.
Kids' drawings with disturbing backstories. This was done by an 8-year-old in Finland. and it shows a dark creature with a pitchfork and some words next to it. Now I didn't know what these words meant, so I put them into Google Translate. And this is what it says. He dwells within you, you surrender to him favorably, he is Satan, but it is watchful. But believe it or not, there's more. If you search up the words at the top of the page, Piru, you'll find it's the name of an actual demon in Finnish mythology. This drawing was given to a social worker. The boy who drew it said this is the woman that followed him home. She seems to have huge, dark, empty eye sockets, and we don't know if this was a real stalker or something even scarier. This was done by a boy named Graham when his teacher asked him what he'd be doing when he's 100 years old. He drew a grave and a man coming out of it with the words "breaking out of my tomb." Follow if you want to see more. 3 kids' drawings with disturbing backstories. This was drawn by a girl whose father was very angry at her for always waking up in the middle of the night, saying there's a monster in her room. Then she drew this with the words, "Why can't daddy see her?" And if we zoom in, we'll see a creature with long black hair, long claws, and glowing red eyes. We don't know if this was an intruder or something even more sinister. This was done by a girl who was asked to draw her imaginary friend. On the left side, she drew herself, which looks pretty normal, but on the right side, we see her imaginary friend doesn't just have 2 arms. It has 10 arms and its head is detached from its body, and its face looks like some kind of dark portal. One day, a babysitter named Valerie found this terrifying drawing. It was done by a kid who clearly didn't like Valerie very much, because it says, "Dear Valerie, get out of my life," showing an axe, Valerie's head on the ground, and the body still standing.
This is the scariest drawing ever made by a child. A mother was going to a school to pick up her daughter. The daughter ran to her mother in excitement and was telling her that she had something to show her mom. Once they got back home and were settled down in the house, the daughter pulled out this picture from her backpack. Now, if you can't read what the picture says, it says me plus daddy dancing on mommy's grave. Now, the mom was very disturbed by this and decided to call the father. The father was at work and was going to be on his way home in a couple hours, so he just said to wait a little bit and that he'd be home soon. So that's what the mother did. The mother waited, but you won't believe what happened while she was waiting. Hit the plus button for part 2.
Daddy, 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 hurry, I saw something scurry.
Son, what's all this screaming for? You're gonna wake the neighbors next door.
Daddy, I think there's a spider on my floor. Is it? And will you squish it?
3 kids' drawings with disturbing backstories. This was done by a kid who drew his imaginary friend named Tonso. Apparently, Tonso is his family's ancestor who visits them by coming through the mirror. You can even see his creepy smile and his big red eyes. This one definitely gave me chills. This was done by a kid who was asked to draw what happened in his day. He drew himself, his mom, his dad, and their cat. But also this figure with giant spiky teeth, huge empty black eyes, no feet, and a hat. And at the bottom of the drawing it says, "Today I had a fun time with mom and dad and the cat. Even the demon left us alone this time." This next one was done by a boy named Julian when asked to draw his family. He drew his mom, his dad, and himself, but also a figure on the right side with no face, with the words "the taking boy," which just makes you wonder what exactly is this dark figure taking. Follow for more.